What's going on, Tamers? It's your boy Dan from the DigiGuard United, bringing you guys another meta snapshot. Today we have organized play events, May regional, and we have 125 players, 6 rounds with Swiss. And the deck that took the dub this time around is Leviamon. Pretty crazy because Leviamon has fallen off. It's good to see Leviamon finally getting their dub after all this time. Top 16 archetypes is 3 Numemon, 2 Armor, 2 Red Hybrid, 2 Mirage, Levia, Bloom, Deva, Hunters, Beelzebub, Yellow Hybrid, and Sekon. Let's jump right into the first place deck list, which we have is Luke Campbell's first place Leviamon. Again, Leviamon is pretty standard at this point. We see, you know, what they have, right? It's the usual stuff going on. You got your Gobbles, Giza, Gobble X, Gazi, Gobblemon, and the Mirage Gaogamon. For your level 4s, you have Ramons, Dober X, Octo, and Guru X. No Garurumon, which is interesting. Level 5s, Dragobot, Cerberus X, War Siegebot is your usual cast of level 5s. Sorry, I still recovered from sickness. Got, really bad sinuses going on or whatever. It's pretty annoying. But anyways, Leviamon, Levi X, that's 4, 3 and then your Rubo at 1. And then your 4 X antibodies, which I think is pretty standard at this point. I think, you know, you want to see your X antibodies as fast as possible because you want to digivolve your low 5 into Levi X from trash and then pop off if you have to. Like, I think it's definitely a bust. And then you have your Wisdom Trainer, your Purple Bed Boost, of course, and 7 Lighted and Biting Crush. Next we have is Bloom. This is the second Bloom top, I believe, in this format. And getting in second place is pretty good. Name is that dude, so I guess a lot of these names are using their TCG Plus names. So let's look at this. It's pretty I think this is where like Bloom is at this point. He got a couple of interesting things, but like running the Palmon low end, a lot of it is important, I think, because you got your Palmon searcher, and then you have to start a main Palmon, give your opponent Digimon gain +2 memory if they're suspended, and then you go into the Pal X, so it's a free combo basically, which is really good. And then you have your Sunflowmons and the Togemon. Togemon lets you play Digimon, a Tamer for a reduced play cost of 2, I believe it is. Reduced play cost by 3. And then you have the Sunflowmons that can like play out Digimon. This one lets you, by suspending Digimon, one of your Digimon may digivolve into Digimon card and Fairy for reduced cost by 2. Then you have this one that plays level 3 Digimon, or play cost. No, 3K, my fault. That's, you know, Vegetation, Plant, Fairy for free. And then Toga X at 1 of. I don't know why it separates like this. It's so weird. The deck builder. Not sure why. But anyways, at your low 5s, Lily Ace. Lily Ace is a really good card for anyone should know, but you know, counter blast Digivolve on play when Digivolving. Suspend when your opponent's Digimon, then you may return when your opponent's suspended Digimon with 5k or less to the bottom of the deck. Bottom deck is something that's really good, especially, you know, if you think they're about to do something with it, like possibly an ace play of their own. If you're on the offense, you know, a champion, and you think there's ace play coming down like a Zudamon or something, you can bottom deck that champion, no problem. They were running 2 Cherrymon, which is usual, and then he's running, of course, Agitarmon, which is normal. But he's running the Rapamon. So that deck, the Double Typhoon, was really cracked in my opinion. Being able to just give any green deck like generic good support is really good. So this Rapamon, it gets rid of Digimon pretty easy, not easily, but D-Digital 1 is always really great in my opinion. It allows you, unfortunately, Evo for 4, right? But allows you to, you know, Digital 1. Then if you have a green Tamer in play, until the end of your opponent's turn, your opponent's effects can delete Digimon or return to the hand or deck. And then Inherited, if it deletes a Digimon, transfer top card your opponent's security. And then on top of it off, it's not just a Rapamon, he is running the Mega Gargoyle Ace, which we all know what this does. This card is cracked, and being able to have that combo is really cool in my opinion, in this deck. Because you don't get those type of plays in this deck, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just really just Bloom and Hydra. No Hydra in this version. Blue Lord, you already know what that does. You know, suspend everything and unsuspend it, and it gains second attack +1 and +2k, I think it is, for every 2 suspended. And then you have Quantumon. So this card allows you to, you know, place a Digimon in your opponent's security, reveal the security, place a card from it to the top of the deck. Then to start your opponent's turn, you declare the card category. So tamer option of Digimon, called correctly, then you could keep it on top or bottom deck it, and he's unaffected by that card. So, you know, being able to get rid of problematic Digimon, place it on top or something, and then bottom deck is really good. And then 2 Quantum. I think this is probably the only deck that can get away with 2 Quantum in my opinion. Because of the room and the style of the deck, you want to see Quantum, I think, pretty easily, I would say. And then HPD should, we already know this card should ban. I don't know why Bandai has not banned it, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? If you HPD into Bloom, it's the most cracked thing ever. Gaining Evo for free and then like gain like 4 memory is so dumb in my opinion. If you see this card, you just instant game changing in my opinion. And then 3 agility training. For tamers, we have 2 Mimi, both the play cost 3-1, which gives you the search and then gain a memory when a Digimon suspends. And then of course your memory tamer one that suspended raise a Digimon from hatching or hatch one. And then he's running, which is interesting, the Izzy and Mimi, like the gotcha one. So this card allows you, if your opponent has a suspended Digimon in play, start your turn, gain 2 memory, which is cool. But then the second effect, which is interesting, the most interesting part, when you attack with a low 5 or higher, I think it is. No, my fault. Just a low 5 Digimon. You may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you can Digimon 1 green level 6 Digimon for free onto attacking, which is really cool. Interesting, he's going with that gotcha route with it. I wonder how well that worked for him, because, you know, if you whiff, you just bottom deck good stuff possibly. So it must have worked well because he got second place at it, right? Congrats to him. Next we have is third place Dave of Marcus A. This deck is again another deck that's pretty much solved, nothing too crazy about it. Again, this deck builder viewer is just like all over the place. It doesn't keep everything organized. I don't know if there's an organized button on here or not, but it doesn't seem like it, which is weird. Anyways, your usual suspects at Davos, you know, you got the higher end of the black Davos. So he got 4 dog, 2 monkey, and then is he running the chicken? Yeah, 3 the chicken. Then he's running the 3, 2 Endearamon, the goat, the snake, running the green ones as well, and then the 1 Majiramon. 3-2, 3-2 split on your sovereigns. And then of course, here's this Antilamon as well, the goat and Antilamon for this deck. 4 Fang, 1 Dex. Your options are pretty, you know, usual. 2 analog use and the hero, which is interesting. It gets you Crimson Blaze access if you don't have Ray on board, I guess. And also just boost your own Digimon for swinging, which may be important, you know. Have a Judgment, I think, is a card you should always play in this deck because you can legit have every single color on board at once and you just gain all that neck DP, which is pretty crazy. Next we have is Armors. This is 4th place Calm Kid. Again, another deck that we kind of already know what it is. You know, you got your Ukos, you got your Searching Vmons, you got your Vmon that reduce Evos, you got your Jamming Vmons, yada yada yada. You got 2 hybrids, you got Zudo, Ace, and then your 4 of each Magnamons, and then he's running 2 Magna X's. Dexmon running Fire Rocket, and he's running the Awakening of the Golden Knight. This lets you Digivolve into your Magna X, I believe it is. Digimon card with Magnamon in his name, so it doesn't have to be just Magna X, it can be Magnamon, and then he can't be DP reduced as well, so it's pretty cool. Heavy Judgment, good card in his deck. And then 4 Davis, 4 Louis. He's going really hard on Louis. Again, give you that aggression that you need in the deck. Extra aggression, always a plus. And then 2 Davis Searchers. Pretty cool. Next we got is 5th place Nova Bolt AH Hunters. Whoa, I'm sorry. We're looking at my fault. The other armors. My fault. This is the 7th place KBDs. I usually always talk about each deck together and do multiple of them, but I just goofed at that moment. But anyways, again, the same. The only difference is Leviamon and Gold Digimon. Leviamon you see more like the heavy armors, and they're not playing like Magna X's, but he is running a Gold Digimon. This card really doesn't get played as much, but it's still a solid card. So he has Armor Purge, obviously, and then when Digivolving, when one of your opponent's Digimon gets -2k for the turn, if you have a blue or yellow tamer in play, or if you have a card with the Armor Form trait in your trash, one of your opponent's Digimon is 6k or less can't attack or block to end your opponent's turn. So another way to possibly stall the game a little bit if you need to stop something that's 8k, so it's an ultimate possible from attacking. It's not too bad. That's why he only has that 1 of. And then 4 Numemon from the starter deck and 4 the BTA one. A little surprised you're not seeing the BT13 one, but that's why he has 4 Leviamon. 1 Dex, Armor Texture, solid card in my opinion. Being able to try to top card one of your Digimon and then Digivolve into another armor and then unsuspend, I believe. Yeah, and then you unsuspend, yeah. Fire Rocket, again, I think if you're playing armors, you gotta run some number of Fire Rocket. Just being able to, for 1 cost, second attack +1 is always really good. Mental Training, yeah. Heavy Judgment, you got a lot of colors, so it makes sense. Davis and Louis, again, makes sense. Next we have is, now we can talk about the 5th place Nova Bolt 8H Hunters. This is another deck that's solved as well because it's a deck since the BT12 days, I think it is. BT12 days. So you always gotta run a high number of tamers for 1. So you gotta run Taiki, Watchmaker, Yu, and Taguro. At least 3 of each. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have those. Your rookie lineup is pretty much the same. 4 Gumdramon, 4 Psychmon, the Dracmon, and the Ikakimon. Your low 4s, Clockmon, because he's a searcher and a blocker. Numemon that allows you to play your tamers for free, specifically Taiki, Yu, or Taguro. And then, or is it Search? My fault. Yeah, all my fault. This one's the Searcher. The one that plays is the Shaolin King version. So he's the one that allows you to play Taiki, Yu, or Taguro from your hand for free. Then you're running the Tuarmon that lets you de-digivolve something, which is pretty good. And then Haribo, it gains blocker. Low 4, and then Reshamon, obviously Reshamon, so 4 up. Your low 5s, Omni Shao, and Superior Mode. It's pretty, regular, nothing to talk about here. And then the Quartzmon, nothing too out of the ordinary. Still a really good deck. It's just, people moved on from it, and really, I feel like only hardcore Hunter fans really play this deck and know the deck inside out, and that's why he did pretty well, because he's probably been playing since day 1 of BT12. Next we have is Numemon. We have, 3 Numemons, I believe. So the first one is 6th place Sid, black base Numemon. Black base Numemon is a pretty soft deck as well. Again, you have your Ukos, your Algu, your Chumons, all your Numemons. You're running Algo X. Is you running Cool Boy? No Cool Boy. So Algo X is really solid for this deck in my opinion, because it allows you to grab a Digimon with, it says add 1 card with Greymore or X anybody in its name. So anything, Numemon X, Monzi X, and that you can grab. And I think technically you can grab X anybody protoform too. And then 1 Black Tamer, so you can add your Sasuke as well. So it's a really good card for this deck in my opinion. Your low 5s, Monzi, Waru, Chimera, Monzi X. Level 6s, Zulong, Platinum, Venus. Level 7s. Only difference really is the Mercy mode, which sometimes gets played and sometimes it doesn't. And then of course, X anybody protoform and Sasuke. Nothing to talk about really here. And then we have another black base. This one is 14th place A Badger. New one. Everything's the same outside of Digimon Emperor and Louis, right? Yeah. So that's the only really difference. Oh, he knows Ozulong as well. So Digimon Emperor again, opposing Ukos, opposing Vmons, opposing Red Hybrid, opposing anything that likes to raise their rookies up, you know, slows them down. The Louis to speed up your game and potentially, you know, go for game, because Louis can be that card for you. And then 2 Saskis as well. He's running 3 level 7, so Room Mode, Mercy Mode, and Death X. It's not too bad. And the final Numemon deck list, which is 15 place Manning Blue. I think this is the exact same list as the one we just saw. It's basically, the only thing is the Zulon. I think that was different. Black Blaze, again, to me, it's the better version because you're allowed to Digivolve from the back if you need to, especially if someone plays their a Digimon Emperor against you. Again, that's my preference. I know a lot of people like the purple base as well. Next we have is Red Hybrid. This is 8th place X Titan 24. Red Hybrid, another deck. We already know what it does, right? Only difference is this person's running the Bokomon. This card is still a solid card for the deck, in my opinion. Be able to search top 5, grab a hybrid and or 10 warriors and trade and then a tamer card from among them. And then when one of your tamers digivolves, gain 2 memory, so you can have a free evo into low 4 hybrid. Really good. And then your usual suspects at low 4, 5, and 6, and 7. Your options, you already know, and tamers, you already know. Red Hybrid does Red Hybrid things. Don't break what you can't. Was it? Don't fix what's not broke. You know. Same concept here. Again, this is the 9th place Saf Red Hybrid. Only difference is he's running the Gaogamon to stop. Players can't play Digimon by effect, so that's definitely rough against opponent Numemon decks, Leviamon, all that good stuff. Solid card. Also gotta watch out for yourself because some of the inheritables likes to play the Flamemon. I think it's the Agunimon. No, that's Tamer. Is it this one? I know one of the effects, I forget which one it is, that has an on deletion. It might be on the body on this one. On deletion play Flamemon. So you gotta watch out for that. If you swing with that one and dies, you won't be able to play the god. You won't be able to play a Digimon, unfortunately. Hold on. I just realized he's playing Fire Drake Strike. Whoa. For anyone who doesn't know what this card does, I haven't seen this card being played in Red Hybrid in such a long time. For 4 costs, choose one of your Digimon with hybrid in its traits. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to that. To the chosen Digimon's DP. And then was the security. You may play one Takuya from your hand or trash while paying the cost. So the security effect is cool. This card, you know, you boost up your hybrids pretty high, so you could arguably delete a lot of things. So it's not that bad, but it's just you know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is, you know. I guess it worked, you know, because he got 9 plays with it. Next we have Mirage. This is probably the lowest Mirage has done in a while, because I feel like it's always in the top 4 spot. This is 10th place, a mini kill Mirage's deck list. Again, Mirage is Mirage. We already know what it does. Nothing too crazy, nothing too different. Your rookies, he's only running that many rookies? 7 rookies? There's no way he's running only 7 rookies. That is wild. I guess he's running 7 rookies. My fault, I was just stunned by that. There's no, all right, whatever. 7 rookies it is. And then he's running 4 Zudo, 1 Arrow Vidra, 1 3. Huh. All right. Yeah. I guess, you know, that's interesting, right? I'm just so surprised by the 4 rookies. The seven rookies. But anyways, you know, it's the usual suspects as well. You know, you got your usual low 4 lineup, your low 5 lineup, your low 6 lineup, and 7, and your options pretty standard. Nothing too crazy. Next we have is the second Mirage list, which is 16th place Shippy. This looks like your more usual like 10 to 12 rookie range. He got a little bit more stuff, it looks like. He's running the Siegramon, so on body has rush and then Hannibal has jamming. So I guess he wants to make sure he has jamming as much as possible. He's running 3 eggs. So crazy to me. He has the the Betamon for jamming, the Siegemon for jamming, so he has a lot of chances to gain that jamming for sure. One Hammer Spark, one Ice Wall, one of a lot of stuff, you know. Yeah, Mirage is. Next we have is 11th place Veer Beelzemon. Another deck that's, you know, it's nothing too different nowadays, right? Solved deck list, especially at this point of BT15's end of the format. Decks are solved already, nothing too crazy about it. Next we have is Yellow Hybrid. So this looks like it's more of a Marcus Hybrid style deck, which if you're playing Yellow Hybrid is the best version in my opinion. You definitely gotta run the Agumons. You got the Searcher Agu, which is interesting. No, that's not Searcher, my fault. This is the Agu that main lets your Marcus become a Digimon. That's one. You have the starter main, gain a memory if you have a Marcus in play, or is it red or yellow tamer in play, gain a memory. He has the one DigiGuard, so you could play a tamer from security. You got your ace low 5s, your low 4 lineup with the hybrids. Just Sylphie, such still a good card even at one of, and then 3 Venusmon, and then a whole bunch of options. You got Revelations of Light. You got every way to play a tamer. You got Shining Blast that plays, you know, I think, is this one Marcus specific? Yeah, this one's Marcus specific. Then you neg 2k for every neg 2k, what was it? Then for each yellow and or red tamer and you haven't played, 3 of your opponent's Digimon gets neg 2k. So they have if you have 3, then 3 of their Digimon gets neg 6. You have Sunrise Buster, this is the busted one of. Plays any tamer for free, and then for every tamer, neg 3. Crimson Blaze, Final Shining Burst, another way to play another Marcus. If you play this with the BT13 Marcus, there's neg 15 on board, which is really good. And then Trident Gaia at 3 of. Delete one of your opponent's Digimon with the highest DP. If a Digimon with 13k or more is deleted, trash the top card of your opponent's security stack. Really good effect. And then Tamer lineup, 2 Marcus from BT12. He himself can make himself a Digimon as long as you have Agumon on board, so like it's not too bad. Then you have TK, 4 TKs. This lets you grab a card from security if it's yellow, recover 1. And then TK and Kari, this lets you gain a memory if you have 3 or less, 3 for your security, and if your opponent has 3 for your security, gain a memory. And then for one of your red or yellow Digimon attacks, you may spend a tamer to have all your opponent's security Digimon get neg 2k to try to keep, you know, your Digimon swing alive. And then Marcus Damon at 4 of. This is the BT13 version. So on play, being able to suspend his tamer and then neg 3k to something. If you have Agumon or Greymon on board, you gain a memory from it as well. Pretty cool. And finally, we have I believe it's Secon. What is this? Why? Like, why are these ads popping up? I was learning. Sorry. Finally, we have is 13th place Secon Elizabeth Bayless. Yeah, this is your regular Secon list. The only difference is she's running the Airdramon. So this states on play, search a security stack, reveal 1 card from it, and add it to your hand. If it's yellow, cover +1. So this makes your TK on legs. And after that, you know, your Magnum package, your Avenge Kit, Shao Serafi, Venus, Gallant, Death X, your options, Laments, Lanky, Revelation, Flame Hellsight, Holy Wave, Reinforced Memory, Chaos Dag, and your tamers, Digimon Emperor, Kari, TK, and Kari. This is your usual list, nothing too crazy out of the ordinary. The only thing I see that, you know, not playing is the Azulon Ace, which I think is really good in this deck. But besides that, is your usual Secon style deck list. And that's it for this regional breakdown. If you guys, you know, want to see more from us, please subscribe, hit that like button, and let us know in the comments what you think of this region. And until next time, Tamers, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.